swing. Throw it, I say! Throw it!
Atomic batteries to power. Turbines to speed.
All right, welcome back, wrestling fans, here to the Nation Network. Tony Schiavone with you, and this is the NWA here on the Nation Network. Guaranteed to blow your mind, because tonight, what a lineup we've got. The World Heavyweight Champion is here in the building tonight, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. Kevin Von Erich will be here live and in person. The Nature Boy Ric Flair's in the building as well. If both of those men are together, that means something's got to give. We're also going to be seeing some exciting matchups featuring members of the Rock and Roll Express going up against members of the Russians, Ivan and Nikita Koloff. It'll be one-on-one action when they meet. Also scheduled tonight, Arn Anderson and Tully Blanchard will defend the NWA Tag Team titles. We don't get that on television normally, but we got it tonight. Going up against the team of Wahoo McDaniel and Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, who hold the victory over Arn and Tully already. Tonight, the title's on the line. We'll see how that turns out. Rocket Ronnie Garvin and Hansel Stone will be here. And plenty more action still to come for you on the NWA. Ladies and gentlemen, buckle up. It's going to be a hell of a ride. You won't want to miss this one. I can promise you that.
Wrestling fans, if you're enjoying the content here on the Nation Network, we encourage you to check out Blazed Radio. Join Blaze for his unique take on E-Fed Wrestling.
Hey, Walker. There's a shotgun stunner, but long through the table at the same time.
From 2K to AEW Fight Forever, as well as talk show podcasts and NFL Red Zone coverage.
I love that I can listen to football commentary where the important conversations happen, like the rack on the ref.
As soon as we're finished here, jump over to Blaze Radio and tell him Vince sent you. It's time to grab your popcorn and your soda, get your favorite candy, and get ready because we are going to the movies. We're going to be watching and reviewing some of the most iconic movies featuring superstars of the world of professional wrestling. Will it be thumbs up or thumbs down? We'll give you our thoughts, you give us yours. Come check us out as we review some of the greatest titles in its genre. Make sure you check out the Nation Network as we take you to the movies. Wrestling fans, right after this program is done, enter the danger zone. Jump over and check out J-Rock 73. Tell him Vince sent you.
right, fans, we are ready to kick things off with our opening contest. As promised, heading down to the ring at this time, Ivan and Nikita Koloff, the Russian Nightmare and the Russian Bear. Joining me here in the broadcast team as always, Stu and Mayhem and Stu. What do you make of this one?
Well, it's very simple for me, actually, because these two teams have got a lot on the line lately. Everybody vying for that tag team championship. These are two of the top contenders, and they have battled and gone back and forth, and now the Russians, according to Ivan Koloff, they're going to put the Rock and Roll Express on the shelf once and for all, and if they're able to do that, definitely going to make the path to the Golden Roll a much easier one to travel.
Now, a lot of people have said they're going to put the Rock and Roll out, have failed to do so. Not that I'm considering that a challenge for the Russians. And speaking of the Rock and Roll Express, here they go. Ricky Morton and Robert Gibson headed to the ring. Anytime you've got a couple of tag team specialists like this and they're going into singles competition, you always wonder how much that's going to weigh on them.
Oh, indeed, they are tag team specialists, and they do things in a different format than a singles competitor normally would. And when you look at the Russians, while they are tag team, Ivan Koloff's a former world heavyweight champion, so he knows about singles competition, in my opinion, probably better than the Rock and Roll Express do.
I couldn't agree more. We'll see if that matters. And right off the bat, Robert Gibson delivered a tremendous blow at the hands of Ivan Koloff, and the Russian Bear going to work in our opening matchup. Russian leg sweep. Who else would do the Russian leg sweep other than the Russians?
Well, he's wrenching that knee very directly there. And Gibson feeling that. Again, these two teams have wanted a shot at the tag team titles, and right now that is currently in the possession of the Horsemen, Arn Anderson and Tully Blanchard. However, later tonight, that may all change.
Oh, indeed. Anderson and Blanchard set to go against Ricky the Dragon Steamboat Wahoo McDaniel later on tonight. Tag team titles are on the line, and of course, Steamboat and Wahoo recently getting a big win in a non-title match, and that has got to boost the confidence of the challengers here tonight. Might even stir a little doubt in the mind of the champions.
I would agree with that 100%. I do believe that right now, the Arn Anderson and Tully Blanchard come into this match with perhaps a shadow of doubt in their mind.
Oh my goodness, a drop kick by the Russian Bear, Ivan Koloff. When was the last time you ever saw him try something like that?
I've never seen him try something like that, and that's how important this match must be.
And Gibson now giving up a lot of strength in this matchup. Ivan Koloff, a powerhouse. He, of course, claims that the Soviet athletes are superior to the American athletes. I do not happen to agree with that.
Oh, I can also tell you that the Rock and Roll Express won't agree with that either.
Oh, there's the bear hug. That might be the end of the match. Gibson's in a lot of trouble right now.
Oh, he's doing a tremendous job to fight out of it, and Robert Gibson ringing the bell of Ivan Koloff.
And now the Russian Bear fighting back. German suplex, and he just snapped him in half on that one, and Gibson may be done. Rolls him over, gets one. Gets to no, he kicked out.
He kicked out before the count of two. Let's give credit.
Oh, no, not Liz. He set him up for the Russian single. Gibson's going to be out. Oh, there it is. That's got to be the end of the match. There's 1, 2, and Gibson is, oh, he got out. Robert Gibson kicked out, and Ivan Ivan Koloff can't believe it. Ivan Koloff is stunned, and this crowd here is on its feet. Our studio audience being treated to one heck of an opening contest here. And that's just how important the tag team titles are to both of these men, to both of these teams. And now Robert Gibson hammering away on Ivan Koloff. Going up to the top rope. Nobody home. Gibson coming down on both knees. Oh, I'll tell you right now, we mentioned earlier that these teams are used to being teams, and right now they're having to get through. Right now, I would believe Robert Gibson be looking to make the tag out to Ricky Morton. Well, he probably would be, but there's no way to do that here. You're going to have to find a way to battle through it. Ivan Koloff once again in control. Here's the Irish whip now. Into the ropes, and Nikita Koloff grabbing the ankle of Robert Gibson, and there's a Russian single from behind. You've got to be kidding me. The referee admonishing Nikita Koloff should have been disqualified. Well, Ricky Morton doesn't look too happy at ringside right now. You have to wonder if given a chance, might he execute some sort of a move of his own, as Ivan Koloff coming up with the answers. Gut wrench suplex by Ivan Koloff, and right now Gibson in a lot of trouble, but fighting back up to a vertical base. And Gibson with a headlock takeover. Gibson hanging on tight to that side headlock now, going to grind it out and try and wear down the Russian Bear. Oh, Gibson celebrating a little bit with the fans, and I don't think that's a good idea right now. Ivan Koloff doesn't know exactly where he is. Take advantage of this moment, Robert. And there's a bulldog. And Nikita Koloff one more time, distracting the referee. Gibson, neckbreaker. And now Ivan might be in trouble. There's a cover. 1, 2. He got him. What a tremendous victory it was for the Rock and Roll Express here in the opening matchup. Let's take a look again and see what just took place. Here's that neckbreaker. Look at that snap of the head as it bounced off the canvas. Oh, that's going to leave a lasting impression, no doubt about it. Big win for the Rock and Roll Express in singles competition here. Gibson overcoming the distraction, the interference, and the odds in this one, in my opinion. Oh, what a match indeed, and it was great to see the Robert Gibson on his own, able to get past Russian Bear, Ivan Koloff. I'll tell you what, what just happened there? Ricky Steamboat, he's been injured.
It's not WrestleFest on the arcade. It's not WrestleMania on the NES. It's not No Mercy on the N64. It's just a gunshot away from those fine retro games on Project 64. Retextured, remodeled, right on your home PC. Climb aboard, but watch your step. It's the all-new WWF Legends Challenge 64.
All right, fans, we are back, Nature Boy Ric Flair is here. Right before we went to break, it was Ricky the Dragon Steamboat being attacked backstage, and he appears to be injured. We're trying to get an update. And what does that mean for the tag team title match tonight?
Well, he definitely was down and having a very difficult time getting back up, and we are waiting a word from the back, as you said. Well, right now, the former world champion in the ring, Ric Flair.
It is an auspicious evening tonight because the World Heavyweight Champion is actually here in the building. Kevin Von Erich, it's taken you a while to make your rounds. You see, when you're the world champion, pal, that means you have to go out and walk the walk. So the Nature Boy Ric Flair has done that for years, 300 days a year or more, up and down, every state here in the country, in Japan, doesn't matter where. You talk about world-class championship wrestling. Let me tell you something, pal. You're looking at the man who put world-class into the W world, and to see the class and the man who made the 10 pounds of gold what it is today.
Oh, hold on just a moment. The world champion, Kevin Von Erich, is here. Heard the words, and he's coming out, and he looks like he's dressed to fight.
It is the first chance we have had to see this man in action since winning the world title here on PBS, and I'll tell you what, this crowd seems to appreciate him.
You know something, Rick? I understand where you're coming from. You used to be in the cock and walk around here. You used to be in the man. And right now, you've said it before, any man can be beaten on any given day. And I beat you. That means I am the man. Not my rules, yours. You want to talk to me about rules? How questionable was that referee, that hometown referee you had? And now you finally come around to the state of Georgia. You finally come north of that podunk Texas town that you wrestle in. You know what, you can say a lot of things you want about Rick, but you better not put down Texas, because I can tell you right now, I'll give you a Texas ass whooping you will never forget. I know it bothers you, I know it sticks in your craw that you don't get to walk around with that championship title anymore, but that's a thing of the past. I am the present, and I am the future of the NWA World Championship. You're the future? Let me tell you something, pal. You look like you're ready to go tonight. I got my gear in the back. We can take care of this right here, right now. You've been trying to duck me with Harley Race. Let me tell you, I have a return stipulation. You know something, Rick? You keep on coming out here and crying. You got a return deal, that's fine. I'm gonna honor that. As far as the big card coming up on Sunday, Harley Race is the man set to go. Now, if you got a problem with that, you can take it up with us in world-class championship wrestling. I don't know why we gotta wait. You're here, I'm here. Why don't we make this happen? And I know you ain't gonna put that title on the line, so I'll do you a favor and make it a tag team match. I'll get a member of the Horsemen to come out here tonight, and that'll be Luger. Flair and Luger, and you go find a partner if you can. You know what, that actually sounds real good to me, because I am here to have a fight tonight, and I didn't have an opponent lined up, but you've taken care of that. I'll be happy to give you a taste of what's in your future. I'll find a tag team partner, Rick, so don't you worry about that. You just better figure out what you're gonna do when you go one-on-one with the world champion. You're looking at the world champion, pal. You might have the belt, and yeah, you were the one on that given night. But you and I both know if we fought 100 times, I'd win 99 of them. And you already had your one. You're firing blanks now, big man. Yeah. No, don't talk. I got the mic. You're going to find out, champ, exactly what it's all about. Tonight, the Nature Boy Ric Flair, the total package, Lex Luger, and you find anybody in the back you can, if you can. And I will show you what's going to happen to you the next time the title's on the line.
Nature Boy Ric Flair calling out for a match here tonight with the world champion.
Hey everybody, thanks for checking out the Nation Network. While you're at it, why don't you check out our sister channel, All Night Gaming. A little bit of everything from old school to new school. Once the final bell rings, jump over to All Night Gaming and join us where the fun never ends.
Attention wrestling fans, if you're having a great time here on the Nation Network, then we encourage you to go visit Dre 41 right after this program. Dre 41 with some of the greatest hockey action you've ever seen, featuring games from Japan that you won't see in the United States. Whether it's professional wrestling, boxing, or just an overall good time, get spicy with Dre 41.
Wrestling fans, if you're enjoying the content here on the Nation Network, we encourage you to check out Blazed Radio. Join Blaze for his unique take on E-Fed wrestling.
Hey, Walker. There's a shotgun stunner, but long through the table at the same time.
From 2K to AEW Fight Forever, as well as talk show podcasts and NFL Red Zone coverage.
I love that I can listen to football commentary where the important conversations happen, like the rack on the ref.
As soon as we're finished here, jump over to Blaze Radio and tell him Vince sent you.
All right, fans, we are back ready for this tag team title match. If it's going to happen, we're still waiting on official word. Oh, my goodness! What is this? That's Warwick Daniel. That's Jay Youngblood. Jay Youngblood, a former tag team champion and a former partner of Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, is coming to fill in. Warwick McDaniel with the United States Championship. He can walk out of here a two-title holder tonight. The Renegade Warriors are here to take on the tag team champions. Well, I'll tell you what, we couldn't tell who assaulted Steamboat on the back. I don't want to make any presumptions, even though it looked like somebody from the Horsemen. Tully and Arn coming down there. You see James J. Dillon, a bit of a concerned look on his face, and that's justifiable right now.
Well, if I'm the Horseman right now, you better believe that I'm going to be a little bit concerned about the way things are turning out here tonight.
Oh, this crowd is absolutely on its feet here tonight. The NWA Tag Team titles on the line, and now they thought they pulled a fast one, and it backfired on them. Jay Youngblood, we haven't seen him around here in a very long time.
Well, he and Wahoo McDaniel, they are going to be going after the tag team titles here tonight. I don't know how much they've had time in the ring together over the years.
Now, the powers that be here in the championship committee were not going to allow this not to be a title match tonight. And while we cannot confirm at this time who assaulted Steamboat backstage, I've got a pretty good idea.
You know, I've got a pretty good idea as well. I think one of them might be in the ring right now.
Blanchard and Anderson handing over the tag team titles, trying to put on a strong face here, but I've got to believe that their confidence has been rocked by this appearance by Jay Youngblood. There's a name they've not dealt with in a very long time here in the NWA. Bell sounds, action's underway.
And it's the first time ever appearance for Jay Youngblood on the Nation Network as well.
And Wahoo, the reigning United States champion, going to work on Arn Anderson. There's that big chop right to the chest of Anderson, that knife-edge chop. Oh, and Anderson with a forearm right to the head. You saw Tully Blanchard trying to interfere from ringside. And now Wahoo in the wrong part of town. Big boot right to the head, and Anderson just got a wake-up call.
Arn Anderson is going to find out, as tough as he is, that he may be the enforcer. You're going up against the big chief, Wahoo McDaniel, and his man has proven time and time again that he can battle with the best of them.
Absolutely he can. Wahoo, a bit of a one-man wrecking crew, if you ask me. Nice arm drag right there by Arn Anderson, taking him down. You see Jay Youngblood begging him to make the tag, and Wahoo trying to get over there. Will he make it in time? Tully Blanchard coming across now, and the tag is made. Our first look at Youngblood. Single leg drop kick. And now Tully Blanchard shoots him to the ropes. Back elbow right in the face, and down goes Youngblood.
Well, you mentioned earlier, he's the former partner with Ricky the Dragon Steamboat as Jay Youngblood. Also, his former tag team champion with Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
Nice move right there. Youngblood catching him. Went for the drop kick, and Tully too quick for that one. Whether you like the Horsemen or not, you can't take anything away from their wrestling acumen. They are smart when they need to be. Yes, they're underhanded. They pull some dirty tricks out of their bag. But they are top-notch wrestlers when they want to be. Belly to back suplex, nicely done, and Tully Blanchard just went crashing down as Youngblood tees him up for a perfect elbow.
And now look at this on that middle rope. Arn Anderson trying to take advantage of his... Oh, he caught him!
Anderson just saved Tully Blanchard from what might have been a match-ending maneuver. Now to the eyes. Blanchard blinding Youngblood. Youngblood now has Tully against the top rope, slingshots him back into the middle of the ring. And Tully Blanchard in trouble. And now, wait a minute, steel chair into the ring. And Tully Blanchard, Northern Light suplex, almost landed him on that steel chair.
Referee's got to get that chair out of this match. It has no business being here.
Now, right now, Youngblood laying on top of that steel chair, and Tully Blanchard maybe going to do something about it. Look out. Off the top. Oh, nobody home, and Tully Blanchard landing on the steel chair. It backfires on him. And the big elbow. And James J. Dillon distracting the referee. Youngblood with that tornado slam.
Youngblood is waiting. I don't know what he's waiting for. He's got Tully Blanchard in a compromised position.
And there's the Indian Deathlock. He's got it on him. Tully Blanchard in trouble. Referee's asking him if he wants to give it up. We can have new tag team champions right now.
He is struggling. Blanchard did not give up on how much damage has been done.
Reverses the Irish whip. Youngblood over the top rope and hangs on. And again, James J. Dillon distracting the official Tully Blanchard with that steel chair.
What is he going to do with the steel chair now?
He got caught with a double chop right there. And a neck breaker down across the knee. Tully Blanchard in the wrong part of town. He is absolutely dazed. Nobody home.
Well, Jay Youngblood coming off the middle rope with that diving attack. And to your point, Tully able to get out of there in time.
Tully Blanchard now with some words. That's not going to get it done. He should be making the tag to Arn Anderson in my book. There it is. And now, after making him think about it, shoots him to the ropes. Drops hold and an elbow. In the meantime, the referee has that steel chair. Still, Arn Anderson goes for the cover. Wahoo goes after Tully. And this one's starting to break down. Wahoo McDaniel just landed hard on the concrete floor. Youngblood with a jawbreaker.
Well, Jay Youngblood right now, finally that chair is out of the ring. Fighting a 2-on-1, making a 3-on-1, what am I saying? And now, Youngblood getting into it with James J. Dillon distracting him.
Arn Anderson going for a belly-to-belly, it looks like, but Youngblood not allowing it. Has him up in the air, down across the top rope. Anderson reaching up, makes the tag. Here comes Tully Blanchard. Big forearm shot by Tully Blanchard. Now another one.
Well, Tully Blanchard coming right out now and turning the tempo. Swing of momentum in his favor now. Look at this.
He's got a Boston Crab. Youngblood making his way towards the ropes. Can he do it?
He is very close.
And the referee calls for the break. Blanchard goes for the cover. There's one, and Jay Youngblood able to kick out. Nice fireman carry right there, and Youngblood taking Tully Blanchard down. And again, James J. Dillon, the distraction. Planted head first.
Well, Tully Blanchard taking advantage of that distraction in the Horseman. And James J. Dillon, it's always an odd man advantage because when he's at ringside, it's only a matter of time.
Oh, good Lord! Tully Blanchard just snapped the head on the neck. And the tag made, and Wahoo comes right in, but Tully Blanchard caught him. Oh, the Renegade Warriors. Well, a big opportunity here tonight, but I'm starting to believe that the numbers advantage for the Horsemen is just going to play to be too much.
Well, you can't hardly blame them. I mean, you got to have eyes in the back of your head anytime James J. Dillon is at ringside. And right now you see Jay Youngblood out there on the floor.
Anderson charging in with a clothesline, and now Wahoo McDaniel's laid out in the middle of the ring. The enforcer going up to the top rope. What's he got in mind? Arn Anderson waiting for the opportunity. Oh, and he got caught. Whoa, caught him coming off the top rope.
Well, he caught him but doesn't follow up, at least not yet.
Well, perhaps, and now Arn Anderson, atomic knee drop. And now what is Wahoo doing? He's on the middle rope. Comes off. Oh, the referee got taken out.
I think Arn Anderson pulled the referee in front of him.
Half Boston Crab, and it won't matter because there is no referee. Wahoo McDaniel trying to get to those ropes. He doesn't even necessarily know the referee's out, but he's not moving. Well, the damage has been done. And we've seen it all in this one, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, there's a spine buster. And it might be all over. Anderson winds him up, sends him into the turnbuckle, and now here comes the team. A double team, perhaps, yes indeed. Oh, this is not going to be good. Spike pile driver. Oh, it was out, and that's all she wrote. Arn Anderson coming in. Makes the save. And the Horsemen are victorious. What a match, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, it's like I said at the beginning, you don't have to like them. What they are very good at what they do, even if it is dirty bull half the time.
They pulled out every dirty trick in the book. The Renegade Warriors gave them all the fight they had. We're going to find out in the near future what happened to Ricky the Dragon Steamboat tonight. Hopefully he'll have an idea of what happened. There's that spike pile driver. You just don't get up from that, ladies and gentlemen. They are the winners and still the NWA Tag Team Champions, Arn Anderson and Tully Blanchard. We'll be back with more in just a few moments. Stay with us.
Actually watched a little bit of AEW, not a lot. Just enough to remind me why I don't watch it. Oh, this is already funny. Just the headline. The list of moves and actions that are now banned from AEW or need to be approved by the company.
Maybe that's why Nash is pissed off, because he went for Rock and Austin and not try to duplicate him.
Well, it'd be easier to duplicate him. You only have to learn 5 moves.
Like you said, and we've all been saying, Tony Khan, you need a hierarchy, and he gets one, and then we make fun of it.
Because he's sitting back there talking about the Brock match, and it's finally we had a wrestling match. Finally, we got 2 guys telling a story. They weren't outside the ring the whole time. One of them
was he not watching the same match as we were?
Yeah, those games, man. I would say, like, for me, like the best ones, I would say are like the ones where they try to get a certain like time.
This is my entire IT team right here on screen. Everybody.
All right, fans, we are back, and that's Terry Funk.
Well, we talk about the former NWA World Heavyweight Champions, Terry Funk, of course, among the elite when it comes to being champion.
Here Ric Flair coming out here and crying about how he wants to be the NWA champion again. Well, you know something, Rick? There's a lot of people that want to be the NWA champion again. And at the top of that list is a man named Terry Funk. There's a lot of people running around here with championships that I don't think deserve them, quite frankly. You got that red skin, yellow belly, Wahoo McDaniel, for example. Now, Wahoo, you might have the United States Championship, but just like you learned earlier tonight, you're not as good as you think you are. And given half an opportunity, old Terry Funk, He'll take you out once and for all. And I will use that United States Championship.
Oh, just a moment. The Raging Bull, Manny Fernandez. Oh, he's been listening to Terry Funk and perhaps didn't like what he was hearing. Manny Fernandez heading to the ring to confront Terry Funk, perhaps. He and Wahoo are close friends.
First of all, Terry, I'm going to tell you something. I am very good friends with Wahoo McDaniel, so when you come out here and you start making derogatory remarks about him, you're making derogatory remarks about me as well. And you think you're so great, you think you're worthy of a championship title, you want a shot at the U.S. champion, maybe you should try to get through me first. Get through you? Who are you? Who are you to come after my time? See, I'm a former world heavyweight champion and you're nothing. You're not worthy of my time. Y'all not worthy? I'll tell you something, Terry Funk. If you think I'm not worthy, then maybe you and I should settle this. Maybe you and I need to get in this ring. If you beat me, then I won't bother you anymore. But you haven't proven to me, you haven't proven to any of these people that you are worth a shot. Who put you in charge of the championship committee? I mean, was there a recent promotion and nobody told anybody about it except you? Last I checked, you don't hand out opportunities around here. But I'll say this. If you want to fight, I'll give you one. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. I want to fight. You think you're so tough, you think you're so bad. I respect your family name, but I will kick your ass up and down, and you won't even know when when it's all said and done, titles will be the last and the least of your worries. Now, what you don't seem to figure out is that when I'm done with you, your career will be done too. See, you've just made this real personal. And when you make things personal with Funk, you're gonna find out just how bad things can get. So then why don't we find out? You like it so bad, you want to fight right now, Terry? Come on, show me. What do you got? I want to do you the biggest favor I've done anybody in my life. I'm gonna let you walk out of here tonight. And you better count your lucky stars that that's what I've elected to do, because I could just as soon put you down right here, right now, and you'd never show your face around here again. If I were you, I'd be very, very careful. When you start poking a hornet's nest, sooner or later, you're gonna have to deal with what's inside. I've got no proof. You know what, next week? Why don't we do this next week? I'm available. I'll be here. And if you got any guts, you will be too.
Well, that's a matchup I want to see. Terry Funk says next week he's going to go one-on-one.
Here we go. PK. Oh my God, and the match has begun. Oh God! Oh my God.
Looking for some game banging action?
Holy no! Wait, Sam is gone. I heard that you can catch chairs. We should try this. Got it. Whoa! That's fucking awesome! Wow. First one that often loses. Oh shit! Oh my ass!
Not just playing games, but breaking games.
Oh no! So James did a finisher on the top to me and threw me off to the left side of the screen and put me in the crowd. And everyone around me thought that was hilarious. And shouts out to the 2K18 member that said, "Wow, I should have known that New Legacy was going to test this."
You know the old saying, and if it isn't broke, don't fix it? Yeah, neither do these guys.
Jesus is eliminated.
Jesus and Santa not having a good night.
No!
From the guys who never met a game they couldn't break, check out New Legacy.
All right, fans, we are ready for action. In the ring at this time, Zapata. And here comes his opponent, the Hands of Stone, Ronnie Garvin. Hands of Stone, Ronnie Garvin, ready for a fight tonight, no doubt about that. Oh, this crowd solidly behind Ronnie Garvin here tonight, and Ronnie has been doing a hell of a job getting the wins here in the NWA. Has made it clear that he is in the hunt for the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. Carlos Zapata by way of Cuba. Some question as to whether and how he got here through Cuba. And he comes out, Ronnie Garvin got dropped on his head by Zapata to start the match off. Neckbreaker, and Ronnie Garvin is in trouble.
Well, I'll tell you right now, Carlos Zapata attacking before the bell officially began the match, I think, and he is making him pay a price.
Well, Ronnie Garvin, I've not seen him in a situation like this in a very long time. Here's an elbow right to the midsection, and now Garvin has him up, belly to back suplex, drops him on the back of his head, and Zapata feeling that one.
Well, we got to give credit where it's due. Carlos Zapata, we haven't seen a lot of him here in the NWA, but he is making the most of this opportunity against Ronnie Garvin, and boy, a headbutt that was.
And the Stone Ronnie Garvin is absolutely dazed. And now comes up with a big right hand. There's a chop, and down he goes. And now Garvin taking down the big man, and now going after the legs. Smart move by Garvin. Trying to slow this guy down. Goes for the cover. I doubt very seriously that's enough damage to get a pinfall, and it's not. As Garvin driving the elbow right into the top of the head, and now drops it down to the chest as well.
Well, we talk about Garvin sizing up for the World Championship, and a match like this, not to disrespect Carlos Zapata for all he's done, but for Garvin, this is supposed to be a pretty guaranteed victory, and a loss here might set him back a ways.
Well, indeed, Zapata does not have an impressive win-loss record, but a win over Ronnie Garvin would be extraordinarily impressive. Garvin has him up, go for the slam. No, wait a minute. Drops him head first on the turnbuckle, and Zapata now is in a lot of trouble. Comes back with an uppercut. Arm wringer, down goes Ronnie Garvin, and now Zapata trying to put him away. Irish whip reversal by Garvin, sends him out with a top rope, and crashing to the floor. Hands on Stone, Ronnie Garvin wants him on his feet. He says, get up. Garvin off the apron with a close.
Well, right now, Zapata is paying the price for that early attack on Garvin with a suplex here on the floor.
Ronnie Garvin is in control now, again targeting that leg here ringside. Referee continues that count. And Zapata with a boot to the midsection, and now he's got Ronnie Garvin up. Garvin comes out of it. Oh, and face first on the concrete floor.
Oh, this is almost a foregone conclusion now, the amount of damage that Garvin just handed out to him.
Garvin standing over Zapata, waiting on him to get back up, and Zapata does neckbreaker. Garvin now tied up with a suplex attempt perhaps. Garvin has him up in the air. Oh, Zapata gets out of it.
Oh, this may be a career night for Carlos Zapata. He is really putting Garvin through his paces here tonight.
Headbutt to the shoulder, down goes Ronnie Garvin now. Hands of stone once again in a lot of trouble. At this point in time, you got to believe the win is mandatory for Ronnie Garvin because kind of like college football, you might get a win, but if you didn't look good getting it, that might not help your case, Eddie. And right now, Carlos Zapata is looking like an all-star. Going for the cover. Garvin very close to the ropes, but he kicked out. Zapata putting that boot right to the back of Ronnie Garvin. And now hands of stone. He's got to come up with a solution. Zapata covers, hooks a leg. He's got his feet up on the ropes. Referee doesn't see it, but Garvin kicking out on one. Irish whips him into the ropes, and now Ronnie Garvin is in a lot of trouble. Zapata, what's he going to do with him?
Oh, Zapata putting him up on that top turnbuckle. Ronnie Garvin comes out. Oh, arm drags him all the way to the middle. You can see the bounce of Ronnie Garvin on the canvas.
Indeed, he came off the mat by about 3 inches for the impact on that one, and now Garvin back to his feet. Belly to back suplex, and drops him again on the back of his head. Zapata's muscles locked up on impact. He may have had a concussion. Referee should be stepping in to check him out after that one.
Well, Ronnie Garvin is back in the driver's seat for the moment. Now the question, oh, that's it!
Hands of stone with a knockout blow, and that's how sudden it is. Ronnie Garvin gets the win.
Despite all the punishment, beside all the damage that Ronnie Garvin sustained in this matchup, that one-punch knockout is the thing that always makes him a threat and a danger.
Now, I'll tell you right now, if you're Kevin Von Erich, you better be paying close attention because that right hand, you put that right hand up against the claw, and you've got one heck of a main event, in my opinion.
Zapata right there trying to use those ropes, and there it is.
Wow. Garvin put everything he had behind that punch and knocked Zapata into tomorrow. Fans, when we come back, our main event, Ric Flair, the Total Package, Lex Luger going up against Kevin Von Erich, and if he's able to find a tag team partner, who will it be?
So my entire life, I knew that I always wanted to be able to give back and help others, especially financially, because that's something that I never really had. And around the same time that I found Camper, I got my first big YouTube paycheck of $7,000. So I decided at that point I would start Camper Cares, a charity project inspired by Camper to help animals, families, and fosters. And so Camper Cares was born, and every month since we have been donating a part of our ad revenue to animals, families, and fosters in need. Today we are at Underdog Rescue in Moab. Underdog services the Four Corners area and Navajo Nation. It is a really special area that needs constant help and attention. Recently, the median household income here is $20,000. Unemployment rate is near 50%, and around 1/3 of the homes don't even have running water or electricity. Not only that, there are stray dogs everywhere. Just in Navajo Nation, there are 250,000 stray dogs. And in the Four Corners area, around 500,000 stray animals. The worst part is the life expectancy of a res dog is only 2 years old due to the lack of food and water, the harsh elements, predators, and life-threatening injuries. So I am so thankful for rescues like Underdog, especially because there are 4 other shelters in this region, but they are high kill shelters, and 93% of those animals in there are killed. Not to mention, there are only 2 vets serving the entire Navajo Nation. This area needs our help. I am so thankful for rescues like Underdog, who are doing such amazing and important work. They really, truly deserve it all. And thank you so much to all of you for making this possible and for making my dreams come true. And just by watching, making a dent in this big problem.
All right, well, Camper got a hold of my credit card last night. You want to show them what we got him? We got you guys. I'm so excited. 1,000 pounds of dog food. Except one catch. You guys got to help me out. 1,000 pounds of dog food will last this rescue about 1 month. So let's just say we need a lot more. So if you want to help, I'm going to put some information in the description with an address where you can send it or a link where you could just get it on Amazon. But at least we got a month down. All loaded up.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. What's going on here? We see the total package Lex Luger heading to the ring. Where's the Nature Boy Ric Flair? Well, it is very suspicious indeed. Total package recently dropping that United States Championship to Wahoo McDaniel. Or I beg your pardon, the TV title, it dropped to Dusty Rhodes, the American Dream. And so many things floating around here tonight, it's unbelievable. I'll have to concur with that. As a matter of fact, we just got news that Ricky the Dragon Steamboat will be back in action probably next week. It doesn't appear that the injury was that serious that'll keep him out for any length of time. We hope to get more word from the Dragon as to what happened backstage. Well, as if by magic, there is the Nature Boy Ric Flair. 2K wonders never cease, doesn't matter what year it is. And here comes the new NWA World Champion. I don't think we can call him new anymore. He's had that title now for over a month. Kevin Von Erich making his first appearance here on NWA television, and since winning that title, we look forward to him defending that title in the near future. Will it be Ric Flair? Will it be Harley Race? That is yet to be determined. Both sides have a very legitimate argument to make. I anticipate we're going to hear more about that later this week. Oh, guess who his tag team partner's going to be? Oh, this has gotten really interesting. The American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. The NWA Television Champion and Lex Luger. Oh, he's not happy at all. The American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, down the aisle to stand beside the NWA World Heavyweight Champion, Kevin Von Erich. Well, we've got the reigning champions against the former champions. Can't beat that for a main event now, can you? Look at Luger at ringside. He is furious. Referee calls for the bell. The main event underway. Flair and Kevin Von Erich gonna lock up right off the bat. Well, if you're the Nature Boy Ric Flair, you definitely want to make a point very quickly in this one. And he would love nothing more than to put Kevin Von Erich away in this match and perhaps in his own mind prove that the losses he sustained was a fluke. Now, there were two matches that he lost. Now, the first one, referee ended up, or I should say the championship committee ended up saying there was some irregularities to what happened and occurred during the match, and they gave the championship back to Ric Flair. But a mandatory return match, and Kevin Von Erich came out on top in that one as well. Well, indeed, the native of Texas has proven that he is a worthy contender and now a worthy champion, and Nature Boy Ric Flair, knowing that he's not going to get a title shot here tonight, might be thinking about what he can do to soften him up. Oh no, Nature Boy Ric Flair, you talk about the dirtiest player in the game. He just grabbed him in the Netherlands. And Flair going to work on the leg. We know what that's all about. He is going to try and soften the champion up for that figure four leg lock if given half an opportunity. Kevin Von Erich walking in. Here's a back elbow. Well, up until now, Kevin Von Erich has been battling as the NWA champion in the friendly confines of the great state of Texas as part of world-class championship wrestling. But right now, while the fans may be with him and Dusty Rhodes may be at his side, he is in NWA territory. Action spills out to the floor now. The Nature Boy down, and Kevin Von Erich dropping that elbow. Once again, here on the concrete floor, there is no give. Scoops him up in the air, Flair. Oh my goodness. Drops the champion, the back of his head on the concrete floor now. Von Erich is in trouble. Oh, look at his reaching down there with a handful of face and rakes the eyes. Flair is the dirtiest player in the game, makes the tag, and here comes the tunnel. Package Lex Luger. Oh, and he missed. Luger comes in, and now a shoulder tackle. Oh, he didn't miss that time. Single leg drop kick and another one by the tunnel. Package and Dusty Rhodes telling Kevin to come make the tag. Ric Flair is out ringside. He's in a lot of trouble right now. We saw the other two members of the Horsemen earlier on in competition, and what a match that turned out to be. As Luger now dropping one and now two elbows. Kevin Von Erich. Luger waiting for him once again. Oh, he's going to go for the torture rack. He's got him. Von Erich's in the torture rack. This might be it. Not too many people survive this one, and Kevin Von Erich is fading fast. The referee right there. He did not submit, but he might be done. Luger dragging him away. Goes for the cover. He's got his feet up on the ropes. Referee again not seeing what's going on. Luger pulls off the steal. The American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, never even got a chance to get into the match. We take a look back at this one. Luger using the ropes, and the referee doesn't see it. A big win for the Horsemen, and you can even say a big night for the Four Horsemen. It was a very big night, and Ric Flair very happy with the way things worked out. Lex Luger, and the Nature Boy Ric Flair celebrating here tonight. Well, this still to be settled in a one-on-one match for the NWA World Championship down the line. Until next time, so long, everyone.